Alice Pearce, a researcher at the Policy Monitoring and Research Center. Today's topic is the impact of savings groups in uplifting the lives of rural women. Today's topic, we're going to be discussing the impact of savings groups in uplifting the lives of rural women. Access to affordable credit and financial services is a strong indicator of women's empowerment and a precondition for equitable and sustainable development. However, rural women tend to disproportionately lack access to financial services and credit. This has also been one of many contributing factors that perpetuate poverty among rural women. It is argued that increasing women's access to financial and economic resources is critical to eradicating poverty and facilitating economic empowerment. Thus, the savings group model, also known as village banking, is a strategy by various stakeholders to enhance financial inclusion in Zambia. An overview of how savings groups work. Firstly, savings groups encourage individuals, often women, to form self-selecting groups of about 15 to 30 members within their communities. They have a constitution that guides their dealings and set the terms and conditions of the group. Members meet regularly, pool their resources to have a source of lending funds. Members can make saving contributions to the pool and borrow from it with minimum interest of at least 10% over a specified period and defined terms. This makes it possible for members to earn interest on their savings throughout the cycle, which may run up to 12 months. The model also includes a social fund, which acts as some form of insurance for the group members. It assists members in need of money in times of unexpected emergencies. Such loans are often interest-free and may be given as a grant to cushion members in times of crisis, such as illness or funerals within the households. Challenges in accessing formal financial services and credit among rural women. Women in rural parts of the country are often reluctant to access loans from formal lending facilities because the interest rates are too high and often require collateral. They are also excluded because they often do not meet the eligibility requirements such as bank statements, proof of residential address, contract or letter from employer. The processes and bureaucracies are usually tedious. That's why informal financial services such as savings groups are often more appealing to them. Services that are tailored to rural women are generally lacking, hence widening the financial inclusion gap even further. There is also an aspect of education and financial opportunities for rural women. Women that tend to access formal financial services often have a certain level of education and may have the means to pay back these loans on time, while rural women are usually faced with unpredictable inflows of income since they are often dependent on agricultural activities and roadside businesses, which are sometimes seasonal. The impact of the savings group model on rural women. Firstly, women have been able to influence decision-making in their homes. They have also been able to access credit or loans at affordable rates, which has helped them improve their standard of living and encourage a culture of saving. It has been demonstrated that these women have been able to improve the quality of meals in their households, meet education expenses, grow their businesses, and meet the family's health-related expenses. Another significant impact that has been recorded is that women have been able to increase their assets by investing in livestock, solar power, improving their dwellings from thatched roof to iron roof, purchase goods for resale, and others have been able to install irrigation lines through the Saving for Transformation project by Vision Fund Zambia, which is the microfinance arm of World Vision. At community level, a savings group in Mumbwa was able to pool resources in order to drill a borehole for the benefit of an entire community. Group members were also able to collectively grow and sell onions and vegetables to nearby markets and communities, thus generating more income for the group and individuals. How does the savings group model assist to balance gender power dynamics in the home? Savings groups promote self-empowerment of community members, particularly women, by encouraging them to initiate income-generating ventures so that they are self-sufficient and financially independent. They improve women's access to finance that in turn impacts their decision-making abilities within the household. When women have considerable access and control over resources in their homes, they are able to exert greater control over the household's finances and income, as well as influence decision-making in the home. Conversely, women who, compared with their partners, have very limited access to and control over resources will have very little influence, if any, on their household's economic behavior. These decisions include influence and control over household business decisions, food expenses, education and health-related expenses of children. A survey by the Catholic Relief Services reported that 15.6% women viewed themselves as being more independent by virtue of being part of the savings group, while 37.5% reported as having a voice in decision-making in the household. 43.75% of women involved in the program reported to have been viewed differently in the household based on their ability to contribute to household income. These findings validate assertions that when women have access and control over resources and finances, they are in a better position to influence decisions in the household and define priorities for personal financing. Thus, the savings group model has helped balance these gender power dynamics by according women the opportunity to access credit and financing to be able to contribute to the household's income and influence how finances must be prioritized. What can be done to address the financial inclusion of rural women? To bridge the financial inclusion gap, PMRC recommends the following. PMRC recommends that financial service providers link savings groups to investment opportunities in order to empower rural women and increase their resource base. PMRC urges institutions to tailor products to fit the circumstances of rural women and link them to affordable savings and credit products, as demonstrated by the success of the savings group model. There is need to strengthen financial literacy programs among rural women to enable them graduate to a larger financial base for access to savings and credit facilities for productive purposes. This can be done by developing unique products and services that recognize livestock and farm produce as collateral in rural settings. Similarly, relaxing the procedure of formalizing customary land and empowering women with land could ease access to collateral-based loans for rural women. Finally, there is need to link rural women to mobile money services to enhance their coordination and management of transactions and savings in these groups to improve their credit score and credibility as an entry point for other financial players.